Beautiful Monday morning in the city of Lagos. Good morning and welcome to Today in the News here on Vanguard Life. My name is Ololade Adeomi. I'll flip into the newspapers for today, starting with Vanguard newspaper. Major headline on Vanguard says Trump, outrage over plan to attack Nigeria. We are working assiduously with the Americans to combat banditry, terrorism in Nigeria, says federal government. U.S. envoy Waltz invites Nicki Minaj to discuss protection of persecuted Christians in Nigeria. Insecurity does not distinguish religious, ethnic, or political beliefs, says Kwakwanso. Tinubu's ahead of orchestrated game in America, says Ononuga. We are preparing for action in Nigeria, U.S. War Secretary says. Major story can be found on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. Top banner, INEC challenges before Amukwiton by Jega. Story can be found on page 14. Soludo gains momentum in Ekusigo, Newi South. Lower banner 2027 battle for PDP's soul deepens as factions dig in. Zenith Bank records 917.4 billion naira profit in 9 months as earnings rise 16% to 3.37 trillion naira. Gas policy under threat as flaring worsens. That's what we have on the front page of Vanguard this morning. Away from that, into the Punch newspaper. Major headline on the Punch says CPC blacklist 12 Nigerian governors. Other officials may face U.S. sanctions. Government officials, judges risk asset freeze in the new U.S. law. Tinubu, U.S. VP may meet amid tensions. Tobana says PDP crisis. Makinde block regroups as autumn. Fire she back Wike. Coup controversy. Silva's brother, driver still in custody. Student loan applicants eat 1 million, says Nel Fund. Doctors dispute federal government 11.9 billion naira payout. Strike continues. NDLEA arrests musicians, uncovers Lagos illicit drug laboratory. Diri joins APC today, cites Bayelsa's interest. Away from the Punch into the Guardian newspaper. Major headline on the Guardian says Trump's warning unsettles Nigeria, raises concerns over religion sovereignty. Story can be found on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper. How DSS aborted Utomi's aberrative shadow cabinet through legal process. NLC train derails 118th time, 3 days after resumption. Resident doctors, a federal government clash over 48 billion naira arrears as strike paralyzes hospitals nationwide. NUJ decries surge in attacks, impunity against journalists. That's all we have on the front page of the newspapers this morning. Join us after the break for a quick analysis of some of our top stories. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Today in the News here on Vanguard Life. My name is Ololade Adeomi. I look into our top stories for today. Our first story says Trump outrage over plan to attack Nigeria. Outrage yesterday trailed plans by US President Donald Trump to attack Nigeria over alleged genocidal killings of Christians in the country. Recall that President Trump had threatened to take such action following the failure of the federal government to check the high level of insecurity, which had been compounded by the activities of a new terror group like Urawa, kidnappers, and bandits, aside from Boko Haram. But several groups and individuals in the country have railed against the plan, saying that though the federal government had been unable to address the security challenges in the country, it was incumbent on the US government to assist her in contending with the problem. They also said the killings in the country were not targeted at any particular group of faith, stressing that both Muslims and Christians were often killed by terror groups and other violent criminal gangs in the country. Among those who reacted to the planned attack yesterday were the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, the Muslim rights concern Murik, former Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Turka Buratai retired, Islamic scholar Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, the presidential candidate of All Nigerian People's Party ANPP, Rabiu Kwakwanso, and civil society organizations, CSOs, efforts to get the Jamaatul Nasir Islam (JNI) and Sharia Council to react proved abortive. But the Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) specifically said it would issue a statement on the issue today. Head over to www.vanguardngr.com for more details on this story. We'll look into our second story for today. It says resident doctors, federal government clash over 48 billion naira arrears as strike paralyzes hospitals nationwide. The face-off between the federal government and the National Association of Resident Doctors (NAD) has intensified following a dispute over the actual amount released to settle outstanding arrears owed to health workers. Although the government claims to have released 11.995 billion naira to ease the ongoing nationwide strike, NAD insists that its members across 91 hospitals will not return to work until all 19 of their demands are met. NAD President Dr. Muhammad Usman Sulaiman said that the figures announced by the government were very wrong and far below what is owed. He said that while the Ministry of Finance had indeed begun processing payments under the Consolidated Medical Salary Structure and the Consolidated Health Salary Structure, the total amount due to doctors stands at 48 billion naira, not 41 billion as claimed by the government. According to him, although about 11 billion naira of the released funds are meant for doctors, only a portion directly benefits resident doctors. He explained that the payment categories recently cleared, including accrement allowances, the balance of COVID-19 hazard pay, cover just two of the association's 19 long-standing demands. He added that the association had yet to see significant progress on other unresolved issues, including welfare, improvement, salary adjustment, and conditions of service. Across the country, the strike has disrupted hospital operations, leaving thousands of patients stranded at the University College Hospital (UCH) Ibadan. The president of the Association of Resident Doctors, Dr. Boyega Jibola, confirmed full compliance with NAD's directive to embark on an indefinite strike. For more details on this story, head over to our website at www.vanguardngr.com. We'll draw the content on the show for today. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms as seen on your screen. For more details on all the stories we just showed you at www.vanguardngr.com. My name is Ololade Adewu.